Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a huge book haul. I think I have like 20 books or something like that. So let's get started. Also a disclaimer, some of these books I've already read because I've had them for like so long. So I might give you like a mini review of all the books. First book I'm taking is Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I've read this book. Amazing. Like, honestly, love this book. I wish I could read it again. It's so thick, and I feel like a lot of romance books now are becoming so thick, but I love this. Also, I have this book called If We Were Perfect by Anna Hong. Hope I say her name right. Also about this book, you can see it's okay. I don't love it that much. Then I've also read this book, If Love Had a Price. These two, I did not know this was book 3 and this was book 4. I thought this was 1 and 2. And I also thought it was like 20% off. So, should get my eyes checked again. It's because this one that I bought, 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This is 20% off. So I thought this is also 20% off. So I bought 3 books there because I thought it was 20% off. That was kind of a mistake. I've heard so many things about this book. I'm so excited to read it. And also I really wanted this cover, so I paid like 30 krones more to like buy this book cover, and I don't regret it at all. I do regret that I did not wait for Black Friday to buy it so I could buy the whole set on a discount, which was not that great that I didn't do that. But now I have this one. Okay, this book is apparently like Gossip Girl, but in England. So hopefully I'm gonna love this. Hopefully. Because I love Gossip Girl. I've watched Gossip Girl like so many times. Cannot even count. And my screensaver on my MacBook is also Gossip Girl. I like the intro in Gossip Girl. That's what my screensaver is. Okay, now I've bought this whole series and I'm obsessed. I've bought the Boys of Torment series. I first bought this one. I've read not all of them. I've read almost all of them. I bought book 1 firstly, and then I was like, I love this book so much, like midway through it. I was like, I love it so much. So I bought Keeping 13. I'm so happy that I bought this, because like if I didn't, I would be so confused. No, not confused. If I didn't buy this one, I would cry, literally. At the ending of this, you need this. You know, before you end this book, buy this book. just telling you guys. I'm saving you guys some pain. Love this, honestly. I love Shannon and Johnny. This is my favorite book couple, and this changed my life. Let me tell you that. This changed my whole perspective of life. Okay, maybe that's a bit dramatic, but it definitely left an impact, and I started thinking of this book for so long, even after I like read the other two of the books. You know, I have Redeeming 6 and Saving 6. So this is book 3 and this is book 4. So like even after I read these books, I reread the book, these two again. However, if you're gonna read these books, these are quite heavy in like trigger warnings. Like this one, I felt like was easier to read with like the trigger warnings, because we have like Shannon's side, which is a bit stronger. There's a lot going on, but Johnny's side, it's a lot of banter, so it's easier to like get through. However, when you go to these books, it's really hard with the trigger warnings. It's worse than book 1, so like definitely take some breaks when you read these 2 books. Also because this looks like, look at this. This looks like it is like as same as this one, right? So this is like how many pages is this? There's like 600 pages in this book, and you would think, 600 pages, right? No, wrong. This has like 900 pages. This is bigger than these books. So yeah, I would 100% recommend reading these books if you can get through like the trigger warnings, and obviously take breaks because they're quite heavy on this topic. But I love it. Like, I loved these 2 books. These 4 books, actually. Taming 7. I've not read this book yet. This is book 5. The reason I haven't read it, it's because apparently there's coming another book. Or maybe not. I don't know when a book is coming or not. Therefore, I didn't read this book. However, I really want to read it. And I also searched it up, and apparently it is a standalone, so you can just read this, which is kind of sad. I don't want it to finish. I love this series so much. Like, that's gonna break my heart, guys. Anyways, moving on from the Boys of Tommen series, I'm gonna move on to, oh my god, so many books. This series, I don't know I don't know what it's called, but this is about like cowboys, right? So if you are into that, I think this would be great. This is also a really light-hearted book. So when you go from reading, because I read these books first, right? And then I read them, so I felt like they were missing a lot. I don't know what, but I feel like they should be thicker. I'm just so used to this writing and this like, this like drama in a book, I guess. So when you go from something like that heavy to something really lighthearted, you feel like you miss something. So this might be a bit biased from that perspective, but when I read this, like the first one, like I had to read all of them, you know. Also, I don't think that's the first one. I think this is the first one. I love this book. It was good. I personally am not a fan of like cowboys. I don't even know what a cowboys do. Like, maybe that sounds like stupid. I'm sorry if that does, but I did like it. It was good, but I just didn't understand like what it did. Then I read this one, Heartless, the second book. This was good. I thought this was funny. I loved the main characters in this. Amazing. I like this better than the first one, which is surprising, in my opinion. This Powerless, oh my god, guys. Let me tell you this. This is worth reading. Like, I love this book. This was so good. Have I rated this something? Yeah, I haven't rated any of these, but I thought this was such a good book. I just loved this, like, best friends to lovers thing. So amazing. Like this, I think you should read this book. I think you should read the whole series. I think it was quite good. However, some of them I think were better than others, which is quite normal, I guess. Then Reckless. What was this about? Oh my god, this one. This is the one I wanted to read really badly because I saw the tropes on this, right? I was like, oh my god, I really want to read this book. And it was kind of disappointing, not gonna lie, because I was expecting something more like the whole pregnancy thing going through. There's a pregnancy trope, okay? A little spoiler. I don't think that's much of a spoiler, but that's a trope that's in it. But I just didn't think it was enough, in my opinion. It was okay, but not enough. Hopeless, oh my god. This was really good. And I was so close not to buy this book. Because I was like, I don't really like the tropes in this. I always search up the tropes before I buy some of the books. So when I search up this trope, I wasn't that fan of it. However, this book was so good. I loved it so much. And when the series finished, it was so heartbreaking, guys. And I found out they have apparently another series that's like kind of connected, which is the sister. It's already out. It's like out for a long time ago. However, I would 100% recommend the series. I think this is quite good. And I loved it. And I kind of have a cowboy obsession right now, but I don't know if it's because of this series or because I'm weird. You know? Just like out of the blue, I'm having a cowboy obsession. But yeah. I bought this series by Lauren Roberts, Powerless. I don't think I'm gonna like this book, and I kind of regret buying it. I've not read this book, but I've read like a little bit here, right? And I heard that this book is really like apparently political, which is fine, you know, totally fine. But that's just not my trope. I thought this was just like an enemies to lovers book. I bought it, but I don't like it that much. Same with these. Like, I bought the whole series. You know, like that's something I probably shouldn't do when I haven't read the first book. However, it was cheaper this way, right? So I bought the whole series, and I might not like this, so that's not that great. The next book, I've been wanting to buy these books for so long. This has been on my list for so long, guys. Dance of Thieves. I really want to read this book, but also fantasy. I feel like fantasy is so hard to read. It's like studying for an exam. And I am studying for exam, so I don't want to read a book while I'm studying for exam that's so heavy, you know? So that's like kind of the reason I've not read this yet. But I really love like the blurb I've read about this. And Vow of Thieves. Right, these two. Really excited to read this. But apparently this book is a copy of these. And like the Red Queens or something like that. I don't know if they are copies, so don't like come at me, but I heard apparently they're a copy of these books, so I don't know. Maybe I should read these ones and then this one. Okay, now the last set of books I have. These are classical books. I've been wanting to read a lot of classical books for so long, and I cannot. I'm just scared of reading classical books, so I've bought a lot. These are quite cheap and they're so pretty. Like, look at this, guys. It's so gorgeous. So this book, I've heard so many things about this, and I've seen like some of the movies that's made kind of like this. However, I've not read this book, which is not that great. Apparently, this is like the OG Enemies to Lovers, and I love an Enemies to Lovers book. I just think it's so much with drama, fun, amazing. So hopefully this is easy to read. I also bought The Great Gatsby. I've heard so many things about this, and I've also heard that this is an amazing book to like start reading classical books. So that's like the reason I bought this one. I also have Hamilton by William Shakespeare, and I think of reading this one and that one because like they're so tiny, you know. I'm also doing a reading video where I'm gonna read this book, so stay tuned for that. The last but not least book I've bought is Okay, I don't know how to say this, but I have seen books that are destroyed from this, like, this kind of book, right? From this person and this name, this book, that people have. They just love this book so much.